Good afternoon, Matt Silver with Trucker Tools here with Trucker G. Thanks for joining us today. Kick things off. Can you tell me a little bit about yourself and what you do?
Hey, how you doing, guys? Known as Trucker G on social media, mostly Facebook, do YouTube. Been driving for almost 30 years now. Owner operator. I've been instructor. A little bit of everything, really, man. Played a lot of different roles in my career. Actually, I have Mrs. G here with us also.
Hi guys.
And we run around the country with the dogs and the wife is what I do.
Hopefully making money along the way.
Oh, a cent here and there. You know how that goes.
Well, with nearly 30 years of trucking under your belt, you definitely have learned a lot along the way. So we want to pick your brain a little bit. I know managing your expenses is something that owner operators are always concerned with. What do you do to keep your expenses in check while you're out on the road?
These truck stops will kill you. We all know that how the truck stops are anyway. You know, the prices are threefold what it is at the grocery store. So if you can keep plenty of food on your truck and do a lot of eating out of your truck, you'll save a ton of money just right there, and just that alone.
Also, with cooking on the truck, you want to have appliances that do more than one thing, and that don't take up a whole bunch of space, so that you can have that convenience of cooking in the truck.
Absolutely good advice.
That's the biggest money saver out here, to be honest with you, because it's easy to go into the truck stop and blow a lot of money
I'm
each
guilty.
day. Them impulse buys,
Absolutely.
Let me add a little bit more on there also. Also the satellite dish on the truck, it's saved me a lot of money, from not having to buy CDs or DVDs. That shows you how old I am, man. I about said VHS tapes. I got boxes full of those also.
Oh yeah.
But those DVDs were killing me. I bought the satellite dish and haven't had to buy a DVD since. You figured some DVDs, $10 a pop. That adds up each day, $10 a day. You got that, and then there's also the Trucker Tools apps actually saved me a lot of money. Because I can find the different Walmarts in the area, and I know a lot of people don't like the big corporations, but it's one of the few places that you can get a truck into if you need to.
You can go grocery shopping and stock the truck up and everything like that, as opposed to buying at the truck stops.
And you can also use the Trucker Tools app for the fuel optimizer. Finding the cheaper places to get fuel. And fuel's a huge cost out here for an owner operator.
Most definitely. Really good advice there.
Works great for trip planning also. I know Trucker Tools rolled out something new to help with owner operators and trucking companies know where the rates are, where the hot spots are in the market. It's a good tool for people like me to have. What's the story with that, Matt?
Yeah, appreciate you bringing that up. So Trucker Tools free market reports are a snapshot of what you can expect in the coming week. So where demand and rates will be high and rising, where they're likely to be low or on the decline, so you can steer yourself to money-making opportunities. Right now we cover flatbed, reefer, power only, and van equipment. We're getting information for that from FreightWaves for some of the national trends that they provide us insight on. Gives owner operators and carriers time to get into those hot markets and away from the areas where the rates are going to drop. And we see that seasonality year over year based on a lot of data from our broker software platform, as well as the driver app. And really, it's all just geared towards helping all of the drivers that utilize our tool set make the better business decisions, right? You want to stay where the money's good and stay away from areas where the money is bad, so you're not getting caught with any of those things. Noticed on your social media, you do a lot of work with new drivers, especially mentoring them. How did that come about? Why is it something you enjoy doing?
Back 2 years ago, before I even started ever thinking about ever doing a video, if you had asked me 2 years ago, Gee, would you do a video? I say, you're crazy. There ain't no way I'm doing no videos. But back then, I didn't even know there was anything on social media about trucking. I just used social media to keep track of what the kids were doing and other family members, you know. And I had one of my old students wanted me to do an interview with him and answer some questions for some new drivers, and I went on with him on his spot, and got me to wondering, you know, what kind of advice is out there for new drivers. So I actually Googled trucking advice or YouTube. When I went to YouTube and put in trucking advice, and I seen all kinds of good information out there. Or seen all kinds of information out there, should I say? There was a few good people on there that had some good information, but I seen a whole lot more that was just horrible, you know, advice. And it seemed like the more horrible the advice was, the more popular the guy was. And I was thinking, well, shoot, these new guys coming into the industry, they don't know the difference between somebody that knows what they're talking about and don't know what they're talking about. And I was just thinking, well, it kind of flabbergasted me. And I run across this one guy on YouTube, and he was actually charging new guys, you know, I think it was $60 for a phone coaching call.
Yeah.
And I was mad. I was mad, you know, because back when I started, you got advice from anybody out here for free. And that's how I got my advice, is just by asking questions and drivers answering it. And so that's what made me start doing the videos. I wanted to offer a place for new drivers to come and ask questions and not worried about somebody that's going to charge them money to do it.
That's really good. I definitely got a lot of my knowledge, you know, from people in the industry, older and smarter than me. They've made mistakes that I was bound to make myself. And, you know, using social media is a great platform to spend your downtime getting educated on some of the perils that we're all going to run into in this industry.
Yeah. And like I said, there was a lot of good information on YouTube and on the different social medias, but new guys don't know the difference between what's good and what's bad. And that's what was awful. That's what led me into doing this.
The sad part is that you find someone out there charging the new drivers coming into the industry that are barely scraping by before they decide to get their CDL and come into the industry. It's pretty sad.
Absolutely.
And for you guys out there that are listening to this, just because there's a little bit of gray on top of the head or a little bit of gray in the beard doesn't mean they know what they're talking about. My oldest student was 63 years old. And, you know, I'm a big fan of Trucker Tools app, and there's a lot of stuff on there that makes my life easier. What kind of other stuff would make a new driver's life easier?
Yeah, there's tons and tons of tools, and we're always adding to it. So some of the features we've got going to help out new drivers as well as the experienced drivers alike. The kind of rising features right now are truck parking, reservation system, so you can find, reserve, and pay for overnight as well as long-term parking right in the app. We've partnered with Truck Park on that one. They've also are going to list the amenities that are on site at each parking location. So before you even get into a market, you're going to see, you know, how cozy is this going to be for a place? Also, how secure is it going to be? Backing up those paid reservation sites, we also have the public sites. So those are going to be free. Unfortunately, you know, all things public, it's not a guarantee that there's going to be a space since it's not a reservation system, but we wanted to have those available for drivers as well, especially, you know, I know a lot of Walmarts are cutting back on the number of spaces available to drivers. So we want to get those state and federal locations listed for you guys. With the CDL legal protection in the app now, you know, we know a lot of drivers can end up with tickets along the way. I actually was just coming across I-10 Monday and saw all the DOT inspectors out there popping trucks left and right. So with our partnership on that side, we're going to connect drivers to local attorneys, and they'll go to court. They'll fight the ticket for you. They've got win ratios close to 90% right now, so they're out there killing it for you guys, keeping the points off your license, which is always a good thing. I live by that in my personal life as well. With our load board features, we've got some new things in there where you can save your favorite searches. So if you're always looking for repeat loads in a specific lane, you can get alerts when those become available from any of our brokers. We've also rolled out Broker Advantage And that helps our brokers have a homepage in the app. And for the drivers, that allows you to go in and you can see, are they offering anything special, whether it's pay terms or perks. You'll be able to see all of their loads. So if you have a favorite broker, we want you to keep doing business with them. If they treat you right and it's working for you guys, let's stay in, that communication back together. You can also go out and find other brokers you may not know yet. You might have heard good things about drivers getting, good paying loads or very fair treatment out of a specific broker. We make it easy for you to find that broker and see all of the freight that they're going to have available in the upcoming weeks. And like I mentioned, we're always adding new tools. One of my favorite things that I keep highlighting to people is when you're looking at a load and you get to that destination market, before you even take the first load, look for reloads out of the destination. That's going to clue you into, is it worth your time to go that direction? That you get that $3 a mile load on a Friday, you want to make sure you're not getting dumped into $1 a mile kind of market on Monday. And you guys know all that better than I do, but any features that drivers can think of that we should be adding, please reach out to me on any form of social media, call our company, hound me. I want to make sure that we get it built for the drivers. Appreciate both of you catching up with us today. Before we do leave, what are the best ways to find you guys on social media?
Best way to find me would be on Facebook. I also have a YouTube channel, but Facebook's probably the easiest and best way to get a hold of me.
Yeah.
On Trucker G.
Awesome. Well, thanks again, guys. Good seeing you.
I appreciate you, buddy.
Take care.